Meet Tico and Vida. When I first met with their owners, they shared with me that they were struggling to walk their dogs. Tico and Vida were used to a less populated neighborhood and had started pulling, lunging, barking at new people and dogs. On top of that, they would sniff and crisscross constantly during walks. The wife was scared to walk both dogs, and the kids, who are also older, were also reluctant to walk both dogs. The owners expressed that they would like to have loose leash walking with a hope to someday walk off leash, just like the other neighborhood dogs. The main challenge with this request is that these dogs are already expressing people, dog, and wildlife reactivity, so that was something that we definitely needed to address. I started working with Tico and Vida about 9 months ago, and the first thing that I worked on was building engagement and a relationship. This is how our first few sessions went. They would walk to the end of their leash, doing whatever it was that they wanted to do, pull, sniff, and every time that they looked back at me, I would reward and give a treat. Then I transitioned into teaching the basics of walking on leash. I taught them where they should be, how they should turn, and how to keep pace with me. I started out with both dogs in their backyard, which you'll see on the left. Then I moved to their neighborhood in the middle, and then on the right in an enclosed space off leash. Now, some of these clips will skip around chronologically, but after I built that relationship, I started working on recalls. And despite what these first clips show, I did actually start on leash.
Another exercise that you can do, and that's basically walk along as normal and then all of a sudden bolt and go the other direction, drop the leash. Great game that you can play to make sure that she comes back. Vida, come on, let's go!
This clip and the next clip are actually great examples of games that I would use to get a great recall and improve
that
engagement.
Way she has fun chasing you. She's like, oh, we're playing now. That's so awesome. And out of the blue. Before this, he was really not paying attention to me at all and very much more interested in everything else, but I just want to show you. Go get it. I just saw a treat. Tico. Yes, good boy. Go get it. Good boy. Tico. Yes, good boy. Good. Tico. Oh, you got all tangled. Come here. Yeah, good boy. Get it. Come here. Now we're going to work on our leash work. Yes. See, he was not even looking at me before.
Once I had created strong engagement and foundation, I moved on to proofing and working with distractions. Now, these dogs would spot a dog 1,000 feet away and completely lose focus, or they would smell an animal and the same thing would happen. It would take sometimes a good 10 minutes to regain focus, and sometimes it would take the whole walk. This first clip was taken about 5 to 7 minutes after a dog walked out of our view. Vida was so dysregulated that she wouldn't even take treats. The second clip was taken at a ferry dock where people were actively walking in front of her. She's still taking treats, and she would disengage with some verbal encouragement. This last clip was taken about 3 weeks after the first clip, and we had just seen the same dog pass by in their yard, and you can see she is a bit nervous still, but she's disengaging all on her own. Now, this clip was taken about 5 months after we had started working together, and Tico is definitely a lot more confident in himself. So my main challenge has been making myself more engaging than the things around him, while also keeping in mind his older age and his mobility restrictions. I would always take every opportunity to challenge and proof these dogs in these practice behaviors so long as they were ready for it. In this particular instance, Vida and I were passing a utility vehicle that had a cherry picker, and there was a worker in the cherry picker working on the power lines. In this next clip, Vida and I are passing a house that is currently undergoing renovations. So naturally, there's big machinery driving up and down the road. There's drills, saws, a bunch of big noises. But the thing that she is most concerned about are the 3 Rottweilers that one of the workers owns. These Rottweilers are barking from inside of their truck. So this was a great challenge for her. Lots of noises, in addition to those dog sounds as well. In the interest of time, I just wanted to include this last clip of Vida walking past a unleashed dog in their yard. This dog is friendly but barking, alert barking from his yard, and she is doing great. She's a little bit excited, but she's disengaging. She is re-engaging onto me and doing a fantastic job. This is the part of the journey where we put both dogs together, and as you can see, they're dancing around a lot trying to figure out the leash, and we actually ended up stopping and coming back to it 4 months later in April. This is when I started to reteach all of the behaviors that they had learned up to this point alone. We worked on turning, we worked on distractions, and they honestly picked it up pretty fast. In the beginning, we had to do some luring, as you'll see here. Tico on the outside was having a bit of trouble getting his body around. But the main difficulty with Tico, and this was a trend from the very beginning, he liked to pull ahead. And so my strategy going forward with the two dogs was actually to make Tico jealous of Vida. So I would treat Vida frequently, rewarding her for her great position, and he would gain interest, see that I was treating her, and was wondering where his treats were. And this is ended up becoming a great tool for me, and he is now looking towards me much more frequently, not pulling quite as much, and has significantly improved his loose leash walking. I'm going to quickly cover these last few clips. Here we are working on the with me command with both dogs while in motion and while they are not tethered to me. Eventually, I would love for this behavior to be a great sort of recall to bring the dogs back to their owners quickly, so that they have that in case another dog, person, or wildlife approaches them on a walk. I also wanted to include this great clip of both dogs giving me great engagement, great focus, while this other off-leash dog is barking at them from their yard. They are relaxed and are giving me great signs. Vida might be a little bit nervous, but she's really doing a great job. Here is another clip that made me really proud of them. There is a deer in the field, which is the first big game that we've seen while on our walks. And they were quite interested, but they did disengage, which was such a huge step for both of them. Here is another clip of a groundhog on some dockage that they spotted. This is very exciting for the both of them, especially Tico, who just this past January dove into the lake and chased an otter. As you can see, both dogs are not relaxed, and they did need some help with disengaging with this situation, but Tico was actually the first one to disengage, which was a huge, huge win. This next video was taken just last week. One of Tico and Vita's neighbors came up from behind us and announced herself. She had a dog off leash. She knew about Tico and Vita's reactivity, and I asked if I could
I'll
film.
just keep a safe distance ahead, and this will be great for them. Good job. Exactly. That's the idea. I mean, with food, you know, it's a great...
And she's really food driven.
Yeah, well, all Goldens are usually. Food's a great tool because, you know, when you're too scared or too amped or anxious, you're not going to eat, right?
Right.
Same thing for them. So, you know, if she gets too nervous, she'll just stop. And so it's a great way to gauge how wound they are.
Right.
And yeah, you guys want to say hi?
That's terrific. Hey, buds.
So the idea with our training with them, hey, Vida, good, is to really manage.
Oh, she's just getting pissed because you have treats. Come on, girl. Let's come.
You gotta go.
Come on. Let's go.
Good job, you guys. Good, come on, let's go. But this is actually fantastic for them, and have not had many opportunities to walk with other dogs.
100%.
Good, good.